Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so over the moon to be here with you today, celebrating 11 incredible years, serving you, feeding your skin, feeding your connection to yourself. I am just in this pool of gratitude today. And it's been a minute since I've been on here with all of you, and there's always this anticipation and nervous energy as I get ready to say hello. It would be so much easier if I could see you, if I could see your bodies, feel you in this room with me. But energy is cool. I already can. I know you're here. Thank you for dropping in and saying hello and being in connection with me and with our team as we celebrate this milestone every November. It's a big deal. It's a big deal to be in totally, fully, 100% customer-funded family business for 11 years in this market, in this space. I just have to tell you every single day, it matters so much that you're here. It matters so much that you show us over and over that what we do and how we do it matters. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just gonna dive right in. There is lots to get to today, and I'm working on brevity, and it's not the easiest for me. So I'm just gonna talk, let me see, yeah. If you have actual questions today, feel free to use the question box. Otherwise, I'm gonna take little breaks periodically to drop in, read your words, whatever is landing here, so I can keep this as synchronous as possible, connected as possible. It's why I love being live with you. We do this together. But to just drop in, let's just start with the gifting because I know a lot of you have questions. So I'm just gonna real quick go over some basics of our celebration here. In case you hadn't heard, we're celebrating 11 years in business, and we are gifting the honey mud. The honey mud. Have you seen this lusciousness? Have you smelled? Have you smelled this lusciousness? I don't know that there's anything better, really. It is like a chocolate marshmallow bonfire sensual moment, and that's before we even get into what it does for your skin. So the honey mud is your gift. It's a $90 value. It's a full size. It's big. It's a full 100 milliliters. It lasts a long time. It's a super duper multitasker. I'm gonna show you lots of ways to use it. We're gonna do all the demo. I'm gonna show you how to mix it, use it different ways, go over the questions. But first, the basics on the promo. How long will this last? Until we sell out. So that is a mystery. In years past, it's been as short as hours and as long as weeks, and any number of days in between. We've been doing this for 11 years, and seasons, they move all over the place. So it's really up to you how excited you get, how fast this moves. Are you treating yourself? Are you treating friends? It's really, really, really the perfect time to stock up. We do this one time a year. We spend 3 entire months getting ready for you. We have a small team. There's a lot more of you than there is of us. And so it's a huge, huge effort to align everything to be able to gift this many units of product, fresh made for you. Simply in celebration, it's a little over the top. We know a $90 gift is a lot. I just really, really, really want you to have it. And it's that simple, because when you do, you come back, you tell your friends, and we go on for all time. So it's easy. So the promotion will last as long as you let it last. We're not in a hurry, but also this never lasts very long. Do not wait, you will regret it. Okay, when will your treats ship? So typically we ship within 1 to 3 days of ordering. We're super fast. It's something we take a lot of pride in. During our promotions, because it takes us 3 months to build up, because so many of you take this as your one time of year to do your big shopping, that we're ready for you. We're doing everything in batches. We ship out different packages based on what they contain. So if you place multiple orders, and we'll get into the questions about that, they might not ship on the same day because we might be shipping all blue cocoons one day, or combinations of the youth do plus something another day. So there's these little efficiency tricks that our team does to be able to offer this as big and generous as we possibly can, one big blowout moment in the year. But it makes the timing a little bit less predictable during this, so we just ask that you give us up to 10 business days for your treats to reach your destination. That's plenty of time for holiday gifting, and it really is worth it. Many of you will still get it in a day or two. So just hold tight if it takes a bit. It's because we're humans and we're giving you everything. Okay, is there a limit to how many orders I can place? No, we want you to gift. You are our people. You are here, you are with us. This is for you. We're not advertising this out in some big way. We're not trying to cast a great big net out to whoever. This is a thank you. This is us celebrating you. And so I want you to treat yourself as much as feels good to you. And if that means placing your blue cocoon order because that's your hero and taking home a gift, awesome. If that means placing your blue cocoon hero, getting the gift, and then adding on the youth do that you've never tried and something else and taking home a gift, passing on any number of those to someone else, great. We love that. We love you. Spread it far and wide. We've got you. We planned. We've got plenty of stock, so please be generous with yourselves and others. Can they be combined? No, because of how we're shipping, and in order to keep it efficient, your individual orders will ship along with their similar groups. So you might order 2 orders in the same day. One might get there in 2 days and one might get there in 8 days. If you're ever nervous, you can send us a note, but don't be nervous. We've got you. We've nailed this. Should we buy backups? That's a great question. You all know that I really am obsessed with sourcing and freshness and the quality of these ingredients and getting this incredible skin food onto your face, deep into you, at its most potent. So generally, I don't recommend that you keep a ton of backups. However, once a year, we do this. And if you're someone who lives for this moment, this is it. Get your backup. This is the time. Everything is so incredibly hyper fresh. We're already literal years ahead of what you will find on most shelves. So don't stress. If you have a backup of the blue cocoon, the youth dew, the jasmine garden, those you can chill if you'd like to in your refrigerator. You absolutely do not have to, just the backup. Honey mud, if you have a backup, keep that at room temperature. The clean dirt at room temperature. Problem solver, room temperature. Everything can be kept at room temperature, but if you want to keep it hyper fresh, the oils can be refrigerated and that will extend their potency. So don't stress about it. Treat yourself and know we've got the rest covered. You do not need a code. All you need to do is go to Lindstrom.com, put your favorites into your cart, try something new, stock up on something you love. Once you reach 150, you're gonna see the honey mud in your cart automatically appear in full size, and at the cart you're gonna see the spot to add your 2 minis to the cart too. And those are anything you want. You get to choose. So if you want to explore the Happy Galaxy in mini, we've got that. That's not in the chocolate box, by the way. So if you haven't tried the Happy Galaxy and you're not getting the full size, really should get the full size. Full size gets you the gift of the honey mud all on its own. Hear that? Don't miss that. But if you're not sure, get a mini. The minis at the cart are so great. Plus, they come in these cute little packages and they make the best stocking stuffer of all time. So, insider tip. Can you get 2 of the same minis at the cart? Typically, yes. If you leave us a note at the cart in the request box, we will handle special requests for you. During promos, we'd prefer if you kept it to one of each. If you're really determined, ask us. We've got you. You cannot substitute. We spend months and months and months building our inventory and making these fresh batches in order to be able to serve you this way. So the honey mud is it. This is the moment. If you don't love it, treat yourself to what you do love. Pass this on. Take home the extras. Will purchasing a gift certificate contribute to my $150 minimum? No, because you could do that infinitely over and over and over. So no, you can't do that. But what you can do is you can gift somebody a gift certificate, which they can use for this promotion. If you want to let them select their own treats, you can also use gift cards that you already have. So if you already have a credit with us through a gift card, use it. This is a perfect moment. I know a lot of you do. You've held on to them from holidays past or birthdays past. If you have a balance, it stays there, and so you don't need to spend it all. Just come do your shopping. International shipping is free. That's everywhere that we ship, all over the world. So whether you're in the USA or somewhere far, far away, we are shipping to you fresh from our kitchen lab, directly from where everything is made, right within our walls, right there, shipped out fresh to you, free shipping. If you are in a country that has taxes and duties, we've covered your duties. Your taxes get paid at our cart. So it's just like shopping local. You will see a breakdown of the tax, if applicable. So for example, if you're in the UK, there is a 20% VAT. That, if you're local, is included in the list price. If you are from a different country, those are listed as two separate things. So to make it really, really easy for you, and so that there are no surprises except the best ones at delivery, we cover all that at the cart. It's so easy. Any questions? Visit Lindstrom.com, our shipping page, and click over to the international tab. You can see all the details. Also on the website, the chat feature is on, and care@Lindstrom.com is a great place too if you want to go deep with product recommendations, personalized recommendations, or if you just want to feel the love of the Care Bears. They're really special. Okay, I have a lot of nervous energy. Thank you for being with me, everybody. I'm out of town and don't want to miss this. Can I order now and delay shipment until I'm home? Yes, yes you can. You always can. So same thing, any special requests at all in your order. At our cart, there is a box. You can just leave the order in there. You can say ship after February 1st if you wanted to. That's forever away, but we could do that if you wanted to. So let us know and we will handle it. You can also email us separately at care@Lindstrom.com to talk about any of that too. If you're traveling, if you're going to be at a hotel, all of those things we can work around. We are prepared. All right, this is a fun one. Lots of you asking, what would your dreamiest cart include? Along these lines. So here's what I do, and I want to make some recommendations for you because sometimes the mental math gets a little bit hard. What to get first, what are the product combinations that are most helpful. Here's what I do. If you can, it's so hard to choose it down to one order. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you, if you're only going to order one thing to just meet the minimum. If you have sensitive skin, I'm gonna do three things. I'm gonna talk about if you're sensitive, if you're acne, and for graceful aging. That's what we get asked about more than anything else. So let's start there. So if you've got sensitive skin, if you're able to place one order, just one order, only one thing, Blue Cocoon. Sensitive skin, Blue Cocoon is your number one. This gets you this as your gift. Done and done. Easy peasy, do not hesitate. This is the only thing, literally any person on the planet, if I could tell them to do one thing, every person needs the Blue Cocoon. But if you have sensitive skin, dry skin, red skin, any kind of sensitivity, any kind of finickiness, discomfort around the eyes, proclivity to rashes, inflammation, irritation, redness, itch, all of that, the Blue Cocoon's got you. dry eyes, dry lips. There is nothing else that I use besides the Blue Cocoon. So for all people watching, the Blue Cocoon would probably be my #1 recommendation, kind of no matter what. If you've already got it and you've got your backup and you're totally covered there, sensitive, first would be the Blue Cocoon. If you have that, then the second, or if you're placing a second order, I would go with the Problem Solver plus the Jasmine Garden. These two together get you the honey mud. Okay, so sensitive skin, if I had to pick one, I'd go with the Blue Cocoon. If you really want to go for it, place an order with the Blue Cocoon, get a gift. Place a second order. Problem Solver, Jasmine Garden. Get yourself a second honey mud. What you keep, what you pass on, that's up to you. You want all of these. Sensitive skin, these are your heroes. Problem Solver, Jasmine Garden, Blue Cocoon, gotta have the honey mud. Okay, I'm gonna do that again. For acne, if you've got acne prone skin, #1, again, that's kind of assuming you've got the Blue Cocoon because you gotta have the Blue Cocoon. If you don't, acne skin, #1 is the Problem Solver. Here's how we take it to 150. Brush, bowl. If you don't have these yet, they do count towards the total. It's a perfect time to get the accessories. So the Problem Solver plus the bowl. The bowl is 48, made by hand by a local artist, ceramic. That's real gold in the center. These are food safe. I put ice cream in them and hot soups. I float tea light candles in them. They sit at my bedside and hold pocket contents at the end of the day. I'm obsessed with these. No excuse. Problem Solver, treatment bowl. This is a beautiful set. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous gift for the holidays, for housewarming. You're visiting someone. But as a must, the brush. If you're using the Problem Solver without the brush, you're just making it hard for yourself. I will show you how to mix this later because the Problem Solver and the honey mud mixed together is about the most delicious thing in the world. Okay, so acne prone skin, that would be my first choice. Order #1, Problem Solver, brush and bowl. That gets you the honey mud. If you can place a second order, or if you're already stocked on those, I would do the Youth Dew and the Jasmine Garden. The Youth Dew and the Jasmine Garden together also get you the honey mud as your gift. So these two, every day. Oily skin, acne prone skin, also any kind of redness and sensitivity, the Jasmine Garden is absolutely amazing. It's super good for inflammation. It's a base of rose cellular water and colloidal silver. So incredibly calming, cooling, soothing. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. First choice for acne prone skin, by far. The Youth Dew on oily acne prone skin is my absolute favorite. It brightens, it livens everything up, it helps with congestion, it breaks down those oils, allows for better flow in this organ, really feeds the function of these cells. Plus it's infused with coenzyme Q10. It's an incredibly powerful antioxidant, great for lines, wrinkles, tension. I massage it into my forehead, opening up this space in the center of my forehead. I don't use Botox or any of that, and so it's really all about these powerful ingredients that are super functional that I can incorporate with massage to really work into those areas for myself, for my personal favorite, best results. These two. Okay, and you know what? I want to add on a bonus to those two. So for the sensitive skin, your first choice was Blue Cocoon. That alone will get you qualified for the gift. Second choice was Problem Solver in the Jasmine Garden. That qualifies you for the honey mud. And if I had to do a bonus, I'd say the Pendulum Potion as a bonus for the sensitive skin. You could do either the Problem Solver in the Jasmine Garden or you could do the Problem Solver in the Pendulum Potion. Any of those combinations will get it too. So don't miss that. And then acne prone skin, if you don't have the clean dirt, I don't know what you're waiting for. You've got to get that in there. There is absolutely nothing better for congestion, for brightening, for sloughing off those dead skin cells. If you haven't found a manual exfoliator that also has the properties of this brightening with the vitamin C, it is unreal. It's unreal. You have to have the clean dirt. So I'm just putting that in there. It can go with the youth stew and qualify you. 3, if you fall under graceful aging. It's the #1 clicked on our site, turns out. So I am happy to share with you. This is a no-brainer. Again, blue cocoon. Just blue cocoon forever and ever and ever. If you don't have this yet and you are asking me for graceful aging tips, I am just going to say this forever and ever and ever. But really, we have to assume you have this, you have this, you have this. And if you don't, get your backup now, really. Outside of that, it's the youth stew. Again, it's because of the coenzyme Q10 and that plethora of incredible plant oils. There's so much good in here. So have you seen it? This color is out of control. It's so good. Woo! This is early for this, but I can't not do that. Okay. Okay, graceful aging. Blue cocoon is your #1, backed up by the youth stew and the jasmine garden. That will qualify you. And as an alternative, if you've already got that covered, the clean dirt. Why for graceful aging? Lots of you wonder why the clean dirt for graceful aging. It's because more often than not, I am finding that your skin is not absorbing what it needs to from the oils. You're applying your oils and butters and moisturizers over skin that is dead. It's not moving, it's not flowing, it's stagnant. And it's really, really important to get the energy moving in there and slough off that dead skin so all of the oils can really be absorbed. So the clean dirt is it. And if you have sensitive, dry, maturing skin that needs a little extra cushion, you're veering away from the clean dirt because you think it's too much. You're right, it probably is. In combination with the honey mud, it's perfect. It's profound. It will change your life. I will show you that next, is how to mix these together. But you want that. So if you're not sure, again, the blue cocoon, the problem solver, the jasmine garden are pretty much the 3 that I would give to everybody. You can hone that in. Also, if I was talking too fast or if this is a lot to take in, or if you have concerns that I didn't cover here, go to Lindstrom.com. There's an Explore Skin Rituals tab. Tap into that. You're gonna find 10 different step-by-step rituals broken down by skin concern and goal. Everything from oily and acne skin, sensitive dermatitis, post-cancer, post-trauma skin, facial hair care, redness, sensitivity, eczema, psoriasis, dermatitis, the whole shebang. We are excessive in our education, if anything. So go there. At the very top of each of those rituals, you will see 3 products recommended as your heroes. Those are going to qualify for you for the gift. Take them home, use that as your guide, and then reach out to us at care@maylindstrom.com if we can go deeper and more personal with you. We welcome you to send pictures. We welcome you to send everything that you're already using, things that are working, things that you just feel so about. If you're using this, can I use this? Does this play well with this? These are things that we love to be your guide for. Okay. So just a reminder, the blue cocoon qualifies all on its own. You don't need anything else to get the gift. Get the blue cocoon. Same thing with the pendulum potion. I'll take a giant one of those. The Happy Galaxy, which is a giant. If you haven't had this in full size and you've only tried it in the mini, let me tell you, you do not get the experience in the mini. And it's a bummer because I wish that the minis were a perfect representation of the collection, but they're not. They are a taste. They are to get you through a weekend. They are to allow you to allergy test. They are to give you a sense of what the sensorial experience is. You need the full size. You need time, you need technique, and you need consistency to see results. And that's not just true of these products, it's true of anything. Your skin is an organ, it's alive, we're feeding it. What you will get from a mini is you'll go, this smells amazing. What you get when you use the full size is you get to feel it in your cells and see them change before your eyes. So bring this home. You would be amazed how many times you will reach for it and all the uses you'll find for it. I can show you that. Okay. Yeah, if you don't have the Happy Galaxy, you should just get it because there's no other time where you're going to get a gift like this by just getting the Happy Galaxy. And then back to qualifiers, the problem solver plus any other full-size product qualifies. So that's the problem solver plus the pendulum potion, the problem solver plus the jasmine garden, the problem solver plus the clean dirt, the problem solver plus you could get another honey mud. All of these will qualify. So get the problem solver. Also, again, reminder, the problem solver plus the bowl and brush are fantastic. And you know what I don't actually have out here with me, but I should, is our little golden dandelion wand. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go search for it on the site. It's kind of a hidden little treasure. It's made of real gold. It's made by local artisans who've been in the family business for 50 years. I just really, really admire and respect what they do. Those were a wonderful collaboration. They're so special. They're hand numbered. They're really unique. We don't have very many of them. And so if you want to pick those up, this is a good time. The dandelion mount. You can search it at Lindstrom.com. You'll find it. Take it home. Also, if you're looking for a really, really special gift for that person who already has everything, already has the full collection, already has their favorites, you want the dandelion wand. It's the special little sprinkle on top. It's all the extra. You do not need it. You do want it. So that, plus the brush and bowl, if you just got those 3 accessories, qualifies you for your gift. And let me see. Okay, a couple more questions. Skin questions now. Is it best to remove makeup before using honey mud? That is totally dependent on what's going on. So in general, if you have makeup on, yes. I like to remove makeup with the pendulum potion. All right, well, pardon gravity. Reset. I'm glad that you don't feel that actually when I drop you on the ground. Just me. All right, so the pendulum potion in a soft cloth is how I like to remove makeup, also sunscreen. If you are double cleansing, you can do the pendulum potion twice. You can also do the pendulum potion followed by the honey mud. That's my personal favorite. If I'm using the honey mud in the morning, I don't cleanse first. I just splash with warm water until my skin softens. I'm gonna show you that method. I don't wear makeup anymore, so I'm not gonna show you that method. But to remove makeup, you use the pendulum potion, a soft cloth. You can look in our archive for videos on the steamy, steamy ritual goodness that is the pendulum potion. Oh, okay, we are into the season for that, and that will be coming out to play so much more. If you don't know the delicious that I'm talking about, let this be your bonus. The pendulum potion is like the sexiest, smokiest campfire. I don't know, it is so sensual. I love it, I just love it. Questions about mixing the honey mud. So I want to show you a couple. So the honey mud has this incredible raw cacao oleo resin that we bring in from France. It's fresh made for us. It's made to our specifications. It's a food grade cacao. So it's not cooked and roasted in the same way that most cacao is processed for scent in the fragrance industry. It's made for its nutritional content. So it's so divine. It's so rich with antioxidant goodness, and all of the nutrients are retained. And that is what you are seeing when you see that little brown at the top of your jar. Let me see, this one shows it a little bit better, just like that. And that is normal. What you are seeing is that raw cacao oleo resin and our colloidal silver combining and moving to the top because we are not using an emulsifier. If we used an emulsifier in this, it's a really easy, quick solution. It keeps it suspended. However, I'm really, really sensitive and I formulate for myself first and foremost. And I have a personal core philosophy of formulation, which is I use the ingredients that are there to directly feed the skin, And I will do that even if it means leaving out something that might make it look a little prettier or be more consistent from batch to batch. I will leave it out if there's benefit to the skin. If I am compromising slight aesthetic, I do not care. I do not care what this looks like in the jar. I do not care that it looks a little bit funny to have these ribbons of cacao. It is super safe. It is super beneficial. This is all the good stuff. If you want to know more about it, send us a note. You can also read all about all of our ingredients and why we include them, what they do, how they're sourced on the ingredients page at lindstrom.com. So definitely go check that out. You do not have to mix this in unless you want to. There is something super satisfying about taking a clean spoon and reincorporating all of that incredible fresh raw cacao goodness right back into the formula and getting this marshmallowy, creamy pudding thing going, and you can absolutely do that. The little gold dandelion one is just perfect for that. Also, anyone who doesn't like to dip their fingers in a pot, the gold dandelion is practical as it is pretty. The gold is naturally hygienic, it's beautiful, it keeps your hands out. If you have wet hands, keeps it out. But also, this is a very stable formula. If a little bit of water gets in here, it's not a big deal. Try to keep it dry, of course, but there's no need to obsess. Use your jar, use it consistently, use it fresh, feed in all the good stuff, and don't stress. Is there a type of skin this wouldn't be ideal for? If you have really, really hypersensitive skin, it's best always with any product from anyone to patch test ahead of time. The honey mud does contain a natural salicylic acid, which is derived from wintergreen. It's so cool. It's the first naturally derived wintergreen extract to my knowledge, and certainly that I have worked with, and I was so excited to be able to bring this into the Honey Mud's formulation. When we relaunched it with this inclusion back in 2020, this formula was amazing without it, and with it, it does things for the skin that I just never even expected it to be able to touch. What the honey mud does for acne now, it goes so much deeper. The salicylic acid works to soften the pore lining so you can actually get inside the pore lining and clear that out. So it helps with breaking down any surface congestion as well as cleaning out those clogged pores, and doing so in a way that is so gentle and so lush. If you are new to acids, or if you are also using things like retinol or Tret, AHA, any kind of exfoliant or chemical products that are going to increase your skin cell turnover, you may experience a little pinking. That's normal, depending on how you're using your other products and what you're using. We encourage you to reach out to us to learn how these can work together in your ritual to best support your skin health. That is what I am really interested in, is your skin's actual health, supporting the barrier and nourishing all of your cells. So we've got you with that. You can use everything else that you're already using and loving in your routine. Just tell us what that is and we'll show you how to dance. It's really exciting. You get to pull together all your favorites. So whether you're someone who has our full collection and you're like me and you're just mixing and matching from this cohesive family here, or you're all over the place. You've got this going on and this going on, and you pull from conventional and synthetic and natural and the whole shebang. There's a lot. Each of us is unique. We have such different needs and goals and challenges and sensitivities and really desires for the way that we want to be in our skin. And it's just very intimate. I love the intimacy of this work. I know that we're a product company, technically. It doesn't feel like that to me. On this side, behind this screen, what you don't see is how we're talking behind the scenes about what we do here and what these pieces feel like to us. And so I think some of the most magical work we do you don't see unless we've messed something up and you get to interact with us in some way. So don't make us mess up. Send us a message. Let us be in connection. It's so fun when we get to support you in finding what really resonates in your skin. let's do some demo. I want to show you how to use this for, actually, let me do a scroll quick before I move to that section. Bear with me. Make sure I covered all your questions. Yeah, Honey Mud is awesome for acne-prone skin. The purchase minimum is $150, gets you the gift of $90 value. Size is the Happy Galaxy and sample size. Oh, you know what? I don't have it with me. That's not true. The Happy Galaxy in sample size. Oh, and this is the chocolate box. If you haven't seen the chocolate box, I'm missing a couple in here because I pulled them out. But this is the chocolate box. If you don't have it, also you can get this. This qualifies. And let me see. Yeah, pretty much you could add a chocolate box to any full-size order, and you've got the gift of the Honey Mud. So again, there's just so many endless combinations. Someone asked the size of the Happy Galaxy sample. If you have the Pendulum Potion sample in the chocolate box, it's the same size. So it's this. It's generous. It's refillable glass. They're so super cute. You can use these over and over and over and over again. Great for gifts, great for stocking stuffers. Okay. Let me see. Thank you for waiting. Oh, I love seeing all of you in here, what you're getting, what you're sharing. What products would you recommend for early 30s combo skin? Again, I would say for almost anyone, the Blue Cocoon, the Problem Solver, the Jasmine Garden, those three is your go-to. If you have oily acne, congestion, any of that, you want to add in the Clean Dirt in there somewhere. If you are really wanting a sensual experience and something to really enhance your ritual, an oil cleanse, something steamy and warm, the Pendulum Potion is so gorgeous. If you've never mixed the Pendulum Potion and the Clean Dirt, those two are also so spectacular, it will blow your mind. Yeah, early 30s combo skin, I would go either the Blue Cocoon or the Youth Dew, both ideally, plus the Jasmine Garden. That would be my first, and then you gotta have the Problem Solver. Yes. And also read each other's comments in here. Lots of you are sharing what you love. I have the Jasmine Garden Problem Solver, Clean Dirt, and Honey Mud. What else would you suggest with the bowl and the brush? Oh, well, you should absolutely be getting the Happy Galaxy if you don't have it yet, and the Pendulum Potion if you don't have it yet. Otherwise, the chocolate box. Even for those of you who already have everything, if you don't have a chocolate box and you're traveling ever, you go away for a weekend somewhere, it's so nice to be able to just pop this in your bag, or even just pull out a mini and not think about it. Just to have everything there is so useful. And I can never believe how many samples I end up giving away just to friends and family and people who come and stay the night or pass on, or I get invited to a lunch or something like that, and bringing little minis is such a nice way to connect with people. Bring you back to your skin. Yes, the large bottle of the Happy Galaxy is so good. The smell of the Pendulum Potion is intoxicating. Yes, yeah, you want it as a perfume. Ah, okay. Thank you as I catch up. And yes, I will save this live as long as Instagram participates with me. Great. Oh, good for hyperpigmentation. The Clean Dirt. Absolutely the Clean Dirt. If you can get on a cycle with rotating the Clean Dirt and the Problem Solver, that will take care of you. If you go to Lindstrom.com, the Skin Rituals tab, there is a step-by-step ritual there for congestion, hyperpigmentation, and dullness. That's what you want to look at. What that looks like is the Clean Dirt in the mornings, say, every second or third day, or about as often as you wash your hair. And then on alternating days, you do the problem solver in the evening. For the congestion, I really love the youth dew. So I would add in the youth dew and the jasmine garden, always together. Oils and waters together, allowing all of both the fat-soluble and water-soluble nutrients to be delivered straight into the skin. Will there be another sale between now and the end of the year? No, not for a really long time. This is it. This is November. This is our big anniversary celebration. It's a big deal. We spend 3 entire months getting ready for this moment. So do not wait. Do not wait. There will not be something else. We are looking at finding lots of fun ways to shower on more gifts and little special things throughout the year, but we're going to be doing it in this way that is a little more intimate and not as vocal. I guess we're just always kind of a lean in, whisper to the skin kind of company, and hopefully you can lean in with us. And what that's going to look like is there's going to be lots of secret special things that are just for the newsletter. And so it's because I love the intimacy of that and the non-freneticness of that. If I can greet you in your inbox and bring a little warmth there in a place of calm when you choose it, instead of trying to fiend in this Instagram frenzy, that just feels more right to me. So in the months to come, we'll be adding more things because we want to give more all year. We want to do more special things all the time. And spending 3 months preparing for a big event like this is so much fun and not the most practical. So it really is. It's a once a year celebration. It's a once a year thank you where we go as big as we possibly can, hence the $90 gift. It's the honey mud, friends. So do not ask for something better. This is the better. It is the best. We will make it as spectacular as we can for you. And for those who this isn't the time, this isn't the moment, that's fine. All year, every package we send, we try and make as special as possible. We always have a free shipping option. We always include the 2 deluxe minis with every order. Always a little handwritten note tucked in there. So we really care to make this special every day of the year, no matter what. Yeah, lots of you making second orders, third orders. Great. Pass it on. Think about all the people you love who could use more closeness in their skin, more tenderness in their care. Yes, the honey mud is a mask, and then cleansing with raw honey in the morning. Fun, yeah. Dark circles around the eyes, yeah, lots and lots of massage. The blue cocoon is so great for that, feeding into that fatty tissue, really plumping up the area, getting the blood flow going. Great for re-stimulating that hot collagen production, everything else in there, but massage. A lot of people are scared to touch the area around their eyes. It's so important to touch your sweet, tender self. It makes such a difference. Splash with warm water until you feel your skin give, and then go in there with the blue cocoon. I'll show you at the end. Also, the youth dew around the eye area is spectacular. So great. Not just for lines and wrinkles, although it's fantastic for that, but for really feeding in all of those great antioxidants into that delicate tissue. The Problem Solver is the only product I've ever used and got instant visible results. I'm 65 and use so many products and say, wow, every time I use it. Yes, if you haven't tried the Problem Solver, I'm so excited for you to find out what it's all about. Yes, love reading what everyone has ordered. First order was the Problem Solver Jasmine, second Clean Dirt Honey Mud, third Happy Galaxy. How long will it last unopened? I always say use within 1 year of opening for ultimate freshness and potency. It's safe beyond that, but that's not what we're here for. Get the result you paid for. We did all the extra work, we made all the extra investments in going as close to the source as we can, as close to really paying attention to where our ingredients are grown, how they are harvested, how they are processed, how they get to us, what happens when they get to us. We have our hands on every single step of this process. And so you have nothing to worry about. This is as hyper fresh as it can possibly be. You can have a backup You don't need to refrigerate or do any kind of special thing to keep it potent for you. Just use it. Just use it and use it and use it over and over and over. That is where you'll see your results. And yes, this will go until we're sold out, which that has happened in a few days, that has happened in a few weeks. I wouldn't count on the few weeks. This is the time of year where things go very, very quickly. Thank you so much for all your warm words. And will we ever stock in the UK again? Never say never. Right now, it's truly, truly my favorite thing in the world to be able to ship to you fresh from our kitchen lab, our hands on everything, all the special elements in there, knowing it's getting to you fresh at the absolute highest potency. To be fair, chasing retailers around, watching if they're rotating product, paying attention to whether their teams have turned over, whether education is happening, whether anybody really, really cares. It's just not where I want my energy to be. It's here, it's with you. This is what we do. We've done it for 11 years. It's why we're here. So this part, it really is my absolute favorite. The world is big and there's so much possibility. I have a lot of ideas about how we can continue to foster our communities all around the world, as well as more locally. And so the best is here and the best is coming. The big thing, make sure you're on our newsletter. That's where the fun is going to be as we carry on. Okay, I am caught up on your questions, so I want to just show you how I use it. Because this is a multitasker, there are a number of ways that you can incorporate this into your ritual, and I want to show you the primary ones that are a big deal. Oh, you know what? One more thing I want to show you first. One more thing. Some of you who have only tried the Honey Medin Mini, this is for you. If you have tried the Honey Medin Mini and you've gotten it and it has felt a little like putty, a little thicker, a little more condensed, and not like the beautiful pudding texture that you're hoping for and that you see me share on here. So part of that is inside the lid. You see that little white plastic piece? It looks like this. This is messy and covered in honey mud, but inside of the lid, there's this little cap. It falls out and they're kind of tedious and it's white plastic, and so it's not the beautiful, beautiful packaging that I love so much, but this is a really vital piece. It's an airlock. And so when you put that here over the lid, it prevents all the beautiful elements in here from evaporating. If you have lost that somehow, it happens all the time. Your mini will start to evaporate over time and it will just get a little denser. It's not a big deal, but you're not getting a correct representation of the texture. So if you were just using this as an allergy test, a smell test, great, don't worry about it. If you still needed to use it on your skin, you could mix a little water or a little of the Jasmine Garden with it and use it that way. Again, I'm sorry that that happens. It's a little bit of a bummer with these inserts. So just hold on to it and that will prevent it. That does not happen in the full size. The full size comes to you and it's this incredible, silky, I mean, look at this texture. Look at it. So good. So good. So creamy. Okay, let me show you how we do it. Okay, first, I have to work out the ankles here for this new room. I'm unaccustomed. We'll have to do a proper tour one of these days where I'm not trying to cover everything. And try not to talk your ears off for hours like I sometimes do. Okay, so here's the different ways that I use it. So in the morning, let's just say this is time of day. In the morning, I like to use the Honey Med as a cleanser. So that can happen in the shower, that can happen at the sink. I tend to prefer to do everything in the shower because you can rinse so much better. And I'm going to show you at the sink why that is. It's also not the end of the world. Any of you try to rinse in a full t-shirt or something, don't do that. You will break out. You have to be able to rinse fully off your skin. But let's start. Warm water. Put it down here. To use as a cleanser, wet your skin. So if you were in the shower, I would do that until you feel the actual texture of your skin change. You want it to kind of feel mushy under your fingertips. Think about it like you've got outside skin, you've got inside skin, and you've got your outside skin on until you have softened it via splashing. So you splash, 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 splash until you feel that moment when it softens. And then dry your fingertips, honey mud. Get yourself a cleanser portion, about like that. Comes together. And the pudding turns into this silky milk. Just like that. Right upon contact. So if you've only used this as a mask before, you might be used to it staying looking like a pudding, but to use it in the mornings or in the evenings as a great gentle cleanse, this is all I do. Massage it in, around, that's it. If you're doing this in the evening and taking off sunscreen, taking off makeup, then you would go in with the pendulum potion first, or your favorite makeup remover. Get the day off. First step is always to take the outside stuff off of your skin. Second step is to feed it back in. So with the honey mud, that means if your skin is already clean, like it's the morning, you did a full cleanser treatment or mask the night before, you're waking up, you're really just rinsing off the sweat and accumulation from the night, and then going in with the honey mud to feed in the goodness. If you are removing something first, that's a different animal. Okay, rinse again. That is my favorite to do in the shower for obvious reasons. When you rinse over a sink, you can do it. But if you are finding that you are getting congested around the chin area, I watch my clients wash their faces, and here's what's happening. All of this is dripping down your elbows, down your chin. You're trying to not get your clothes wet or make a big mess, and so you're not rinsing as effectively as if you were in the shower under the stream. Ideally, you're in the shower under the stream. This is rinsing against you, and you're taking your fingertips into the stream, warm water, not hot, and massaging as you rinse. There is a video, it's both here on Instagram and on YouTube, on the honey mud where you can see the full deal, and I think I showed you in the shower maybe there. Okay, and let me show you some blends. I'm gonna leave my skin wet for now while I show you this. I'll do the clean dirt. I like to do the clean dirt in the morning, and often the clean dirt is what I use in the morning, and then probably every other time I alternate it with the honey mud. And so I tend to do a mix of the clean dirt and the honey mud on mornings where I'm wanting to shed those dead skin cells, I'm wanting to bring in that energy, but maybe I'm feeling a little dry or a little tender, or I just want some softness, some cushion too. And so the combination of the clean dirt and the honey mud at that time is so spectacular. So I'm gonna take a teaspoon of the clean dirt, and I just use a measuring spoon from my kitchen. I got these off Amazon years ago. Find whatever you like, something fancy. Regular spoon, whatever you've got, but a real measuring spoon so you can measure it makes your life so much easier. Someday I'll make you a measuring spoon. Teaspoon. Measure it out into your treatment bowl. If you're practiced, you can do this in your hand. Until then, I highly, highly, highly recommend using a measuring spoon. I have used these formulas for over a decade, some of them more than 15 years. I still use a measuring spoon every time. I keep one in the bathroom, so easy. Okay, clean dirt in the bowl, 1 teaspoon plus equal parts water. This is where you see how helpful this brush and bowl is. The angled sides of the bowl mixed with the angles of the brush, this comes together in just seconds into this perfect fluffy, fluffy, fluffy mousse texture. Look at that. Okay, so this is the clean dirt. If you don't have the clean dirt, or if you've tried it and it's not looked like this, revisit the clean dirt video. There are so many tips and so many tricks to some of these formulas, and the difference between knowing them and not knowing them is life-changing. Okay, but we're doing the blend. So I've got the base here with the clean dirt, and then I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna take a nice big dollop. This is gonna make such a gorgeous treatment. So just like that, right into that blend. Yum. Out of control. So good. And look, it's a completely different texture. And it smells ridiculous. Look at that. So good. So you can take this, you can either brush it on or you can use your hands. I'm gonna brush it on. If I was in the shower, I would just take this bowl, scoop it up, and go into my hands. Still the best method. Okay, so I like to reach for this combo when I am in need of the exfoliation, where some manual stimulation would feel really good. I'm wanting to bring in some moisture and some cushion with the honeywood. So great. Okay, that's it. That's how you do that one. You can leave that on for a few minutes, up to an hour. You do not need it that long. The longer you leave it, it's gonna work on deeper and deeper levels. So if you have lots of congestion, lots of dead skin, you can use this as kind of a maximum treatment. It will work through those layers softly, gently, and then you go into the shower. Definitely rinse this one in the shower if you can. I'm gonna make a mess of it here. Don't repeat me on this. Just get in the shower. Massage facing into the stream. Again, massaging with the tips of your fingertips as you go. When everything feels like it's been rinsed clear, you keep massaging. You're gonna feel all the dead skin cells shift away. What you will feel under your fingertips will blow your mind. It is so unexpected. You will feel it the very first use. I'm gonna rinse, and then I'm gonna show you the problem solver. Same thing. And first, clean my bowl. So between uses, pretty simple. Rinse the bowl, couple of seconds, no big deal. When you're rinsing your brush, you keep it head down. You don't want to feed water into here. These are made of wood. This is a recyclable aluminum ferrule. And so if you feed water into this, it kind of fills it up like a cup, and this can crack. So head down, just rinse until it runs clear. Dry your brush sitting on top of the bowl, then store. Okay, reset that formula. Actually, let me play catch up for a second before I switch. Oh, maybe I'll do that after while the problem solver's on. Okay, yeah, that's better. Then I'll have a couple minutes of that at least. Okay, to do the problem solver, you do the same thing. Exactly the same. If you're doing a combo, you would go in and you would make the powder to mousse first. So with the clean dirt, we did a teaspoon. I'm gonna actually do a teaspoon here with the problem solver too, because I am adding in the honey mud, so I don't need as much. I never use less than a teaspoon of either the clean dirt or the problem solver. They both really, really benefit from having their full texture. They just don't function the same way without being able to reach that fizzy mousse consistency. The buildability is important. Being able to leave it on your skin so it works like a compress is really what I'm going for here. These are essentially herbal packs that are feeding all these beautiful nutrients into the skin. Okay. So, problem solver is in. And again, I'll show you in the bowl how quickly this comes together with a measuring spoon and bowl. A few seconds. That's all it takes. There we go. Perfect mousse. Problem solver, just like that. Yum. And again, to blend in the honey mud, just make a nice sweep. This one's got that great cacao. So good. Put that right in there. This really feels like the season for mixing potions. Get your little cauldron, magic wand, and there we go. We have the problem solver and the honey mud together. The best. I'm gonna rinse. We'll put that on. And again, this one ideally should be in the shower, but even at the sink, try to spend a little time with your fingertips. I actually want to point something out at this stage of rinsing. So what's happening is as I'm rinsing, I am feeling the dead skin start to move, and I can feel the texture changing. And the inclination is actually to now massage some of this dead skin off. So if I was finishing here, I would do this in the shower, and even after rinsing, I would continue to rub and massage the skin gently, and you will feel the texture shift under your fingertips. You might even see the dead skin come off in your fingertips. That is the impact of the clean dirt. Nothing else like it. Just nothing else like it. And the clean dirt and the honey mud together, it amplifies those exfoliating effects. It's so unbelievably effective. I don't think that there's another natural exfoliant on the market anywhere that does what this does. You can see it. It just, the dead skin comes right off. Okay, I'm not gonna rinse perfectly because water is a precious resource, and I'm about to put the problem solver right on over the top. So that's almost done. If I wanted to be all the way done, again, I would do that in the shower, and then I would finish with the blue cocoon and the youth and the jasmine garden right in there. But I wanna show you this. I've got the problem solver, the honey mud together. So we'll get this one on. Then I'll catch up your questions. It really is just a very different experience using these formulas in combination with each other. It's a dance. Part of the reason that I really encourage you, even if it takes time, over a number of these different gifting celebrations, ask for gifts on different birthdays or holidays, it can take time to build your toolbox. But once you have this toolbox, you can reach for what you need on the days that you need it. And it becomes this really interactive dialogue with your skin, this listening and responding that, for me, it's just changed everything. It changes how I listen to my body as a whole. Okay. Sometimes I get these little congested areas right around my lips, so I tend to go pretty close. I also get a little bit of congestion in my eyebrows, and so I tend to go pretty close there too. The brush is really helpful for not making a big giant mess. And also, this isn't about being cute, so it can look like whatever it looks like, and it is okay to do with your hands if you do not have a brush, but really achieving the texture with the brush is so useful. You will make a mess if you do this at your sink. It's just part of the deal. It's also why you should not do this at the sink, unless you are on Instagram. And even then. Okay, well, that is on. Let me just play a little bit of catch up here with you. Okay, yeah. Also, if I missed any of your questions at all today, just know you can send a DM here after, or send a note to care@lindstrom.com, and I'll get to it. I can't possibly catch everything as it's going by, but I do want not a single question ever to be missed. I'm a little obsessed like that. So if I didn't answer you, please allow us to after this. And if I am able to successfully post this after, if you left comments here today, it's so helpful if you can leave them again on the replay, so that people coming days from now can feel you and receive you. So many helpful comments here today, so thank you. Okay. Yeah, this morning I put the honey mud on wet skin, but then waited a couple of minutes before I washed off. It dries a little, but washes so easily off. Skin lovely after. Yes, it's so nice to do in the morning. Both the Problem Solver and the honey mud as morning masks are really lovely. I will often just get up, rinse my skin quick with warm water, and then just go right in with a treatment like this. And when I do that, I can get the kids ready for school, or put together lunches, or I do my first round of emails, or maybe I call somebody. But a few minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, it goes really fast, and you can just have your skincare on. Some of you saying you don't get that kind of fluffiness. Yes, measuring spoon is number one. Usually you're not using enough powder. That's true of both the Clean Dirt and the Problem Solver. Ratio is everything. Also, bowl and brush really make a huge difference. You absolutely need to try these blends. It's so good. Okay, sometimes I go with the Clean Dirt first, massage, and then add the honey mud directly on the skin. Pure magic. Yes, and in reverse too. If you don't want to fuss with the removing or the layering, or if you don't want to blend them together, you want to experience them separately, you can either have the honey mud on first and massage that in, enjoy that experience, blend up the Clean Dirt to a mousse, or the Problem Solver to a mousse separately, and put them on right after the honey mud. Or you can do the reverse, where you can begin with one or the other, and then go in with the honey mud after, right on top. So lots of ways to play. These ingredients are designed to work together. They do amplify each other's effects. So if you are sensitive or wondering how that's going to work out for you, again, personalized care is everything. Send us a note. We'll go through it with you. I keep my Problem Solver on, massage, and then add Problem Solver on top without rinsing the honey mud off. Yes, such a great way to do it. When you mix the Clean Dirt, should it still be a little grainy? Yes, it's an exfoliant. It exfoliates both on a manual level and on a chemical level. And so it has grippiness. It's there to move those dead cells. So it's never gonna be as creamy. If you want creamy, that's the honey mud. So for me, I love the power of the Clean Dirt, the oomph that I get. There's nothing that sheds, truly releases the way that the Clean Dirt does. Sometimes that can feel a little intense. But when I still want to move things and bring in that kind of energy, I'll do the problem solver. It's less of a manual movement and more of a penetrative movement. But in both cases, both the problem solver and the clean dirt do have naturally some grains. If you imagine blending beautiful clays, salts, spices together, there's a natural texture inherent in that. This is just the feeling of these herbs and plants. However, we do use really incredible blenders that turn this into a really fine powder, so it's not scratchy, but there is a texture there that can grip. I think it's absolutely the best of both worlds. And then if you want a super, super silky, pudding-like consistency, the honey mud. I mix every powder with rose water instead of water. Yes, so good. And if you haven't tried to blend it with the jasmine garden, it's definitely over the top, but it's so divine. And especially if skin is feeling inflamed, the jasmine garden really helps to bring it down. So if you're having an acne outbreak or a flare-up of eczema, psoriasis, dermatitis, any kind of redness, the jasmine garden is especially helpful. Can I take it off with a washcloth? I highly recommend you do not use a washcloth with either the clean dirt or the problem solver. The spices inherent in it already give it this great texture. You're getting a manual exfoliation out of it, and these warming spices and herbs increase your blood circulation and increase all of the activity that's happening here. Adding a washcloth to this experience can cause hypersensitivity in some people, myself included. I try to avoid using a cloth as much as possible unless it's absolutely needed. If you are camping, if you are away from a sink, if you are doing your care from bed, if you are in the hospital, if you are unable to get to a sink or shower, then you may use a washcloth. And if you would like to have a routine set up for you for those specific circumstances, reach out to me. I would love to put together a ritual for you to support your care. If mobility is an issue or access to water is an issue. But for the rest of you, try to skip the washcloth. It's really a lot on skin. If you already are using a washcloth every day and you love it and you're just obsessed with it and your skin loves it and is obsessed with it, then cool, continue. But where possible, leave that to what you're already doing and know that these herbs and spices and salts are already doing everything that they need to do. So if it's about ease, that's the shower. 2 minutes under the shower, massaging with your fingertips. This will rinse clear like nothing. It will take you several minutes at least to rinse this properly at the sink. And then you'll spend several minutes more cleaning up your sink. And then you'll spend several minutes more fuming at me about the big mess. So please don't do that. Just get in the shower and reset yourself. You'll have a full body reset. As you massage, you take it down your neck, your throat, your chest, take it to your armpits, massaging the problem solver and the clean dirt as they move down your body into your armpits. You're increasing that flow. You're allowing all of this to clear from your body. Full body, head to toe reset, fully wet skin. Then you can bring in the happy galaxy onto that water head to toe. It takes 30 seconds to treat your full self. So in 5 minutes, you could be fully rinsed from the problem solver and covered in the happy galaxy instead of still be cleaning your sink. So let's try that method. And yeah, when will the cloths I'm working on come? I just approved a sample for the gift boxes that will hold them. And I'm still waiting from the makers to find out how many we'll get access to and when they'll be ready. So I don't have an answer for that yet. But if you search the word washcloth or face towel or anything like that at Lindstrom.com, it will pop up a wait list, a secret wait list. So go ahead and get yourself on that wait list. That is the best way to learn when they were coming and to have first access, because they all, no doubt, go quickly. Speaking of going quickly, if you have not been shopping while we've been talking, you should probably do that. Things are moving. Oh, what's supporting me most this season? You guys. It really is this. It really is this. Just waking up every day and knowing that this is still mine to do. This is still my work to do. It's this. It's been a year of a lot of really, really beautiful connection and care within this community. And it's been a really powerful year for me and my own skin, my own existence. I come back to the senses. I come back to leading into pleasure. I come back to choosing joy, choosing grace for myself, for others. It's not always the easiest time to do that, but I think it's really, really vital. Thank you all for your kind words. I use my empty problem solver mini to measure the powder in water. Oh yes, that is such a good tip. If you have the chocolate box or minis, again, 2 deluxe minis of your choice, any of these are free with every order at Lindstrom.com. And they're refillable and they're glass and they're adorable and they're the best little stocking steppers. Look, there's that little air seal again. Keep these, don't toss them, they're good. You can use these though as a measuring spoon. So these hold about a perfect portion size, a nice generous portion size. So you can, after your little travels, refill them from the full size, and you can use this as a measuring spoon right into your bowl too. So you can fill this with powder, dump it in, fill this with water, dump it in, equal parts. So if you don't have a measuring spoon, the minis are a great solution. When you're traveling, it's just the perfect way to do it. No fuss. If you're not feeling dead skin cells, moving or shifting after the clean dirt, definitely drop into that live. There's so many tips on it. A couple right off the bat. Skin prepped first. Get your skin nice and soft and mushy gushy. It's like a kitchen sponge. Just picture a classic blue kitchen sponge, right? It's like crispy when it dries, but as soon as you get it wet, it starts to mush and feel soft. You're waiting for that moment in your skin before you apply treatments. And that's true whether it's the clean dirt, the problem solver, the honey mud, whatever you're using to cleanse or mask. If you wait until your skin softens first, the ingredients will penetrate so much more effectively and your results will be so much stronger. If you're trying to shed skin and it's still fully adhered, that's just going to be painful and irritating and will cause stress. Really unnecessary stress on the skin. And so really prepping your skin, warming it, softening it, and waiting, like really waiting until you feel the sensation change underneath your fingertips before you go in there. And then leave the clean dirt on while you're showering, while that steam is softening everything up, while you're taking care of your body, while you're massaging your scalp, while you're doing everything else. Let the ingredients work. This is not a slap it on, rinse it on kind of thing. It's a feed it in. Even a minute can make a huge difference. So massage that in, leave it there, wait until things feel soft, rinse everything off, and then go back in with your fingertips and see what happens. More tips, reach out to us, care@Lindstrom.com. Truly, send us an email. It's the best. It's the best. You're in such good care. Yes. Add the products to your toolkit. It really is. I don't use all 8 of our collection at the same time, but I have them there. I have them there so that I can wake up in the morning and I can choose. And a lot of times I'm waking up in the morning and I'm splashing with warm water and I'm doing a touch of the blue cocoon and I'm moving on, and that's it. And other times I wake up and I want a full experience with the problem solver. I want to mix the problem solver in the clean dirt. I want to mix the honey mud in the clean dirt. I want to do layers of things. I have mornings where I wake up and I use the dry brush and I do my yoga and I do my breathing and I'm masking and I'm doing everything. There's other days where the only thing that I do is a little bit of blue cocoon while still in my bed. And so having the tool kit there, having the option so that when your skin says, I need a little energy, you have that to pull from. When it says, I need a hug, you have that to pull from. When it says, I need an infusion of vitamins, I've got that to pull from. You're teaching me to connect with my skin in such a beautiful way through massage. Skincare smells good and it feels good. Yes, It is what it's for. And when you find the pleasure in it, you will show up again and again every day. And from an effectiveness result standpoint, there is nothing that consistency can't cover. Like really showing up every day is what makes the big dramatic change in your skin. And so finding a way to make that feel good is what makes me do it. I never moved my body until I found a way to make moving my body feel great. I needed to add music. I needed to add snacks. I needed to add smells. I needed to add things that made it feel like mine, that made it feel like pleasure and not like another thing I might to do. So find that for yourself with this. I'm laid in as the Blue Cocoon instead of a normal moisturizer. Yes, the Blue Cocoon basically replaces all of your other moisturizers, serums, oils, everything. For me, it can be a one-stop shop. You could pick, if you wanted to super simplify your ritual, I would say you could choose either the Blue Cocoon or the Youth Dew, and then you could choose either the Problem Solver or the Clean Dirt, and you're basically done as a core basic. If you had one of each of those, you can knock it out of the park. To be fully complete and to cover everything, then I want you to have the toolkit. But yes, the Blue Cocoon can be used on its own, replacing your moisturizers and oils. It can be layered or blended with whatever you're already currently using. Personally, I like to mix the Blue Cocoon and the Youth Dew with the Jasmine Garden, massaging all three as one into wet skin. But you can also focus on a hero, just the Blue Cocoon, just the Youth Dew, whatever you have. Oh, I would love book recommendations from you. Okay, so I've been making lots of them actually on in stories lately, so keep an eye out there. I also have some authors who I might bring on lives coming up in the months ahead, and we're thinking about doing kind of a book club. But those are secrets that you will have to find out about through the newsletter. So Lindstrom.com, sign up for the newsletter. Many of these things will just be hidden over there. Okay. Another person asking about class. If you go on the website, search in the search box for them and you'll find a hidden wait list. Get on it. Yes, the Blue Cocoon is a miracle when your face needs TLC after facial or sunburn or reaction. And better, if you use it twice a day, every day, you won't be reacting to something else. Thank you, everybody. Oh, and a few of you have asked about SPF. If you send an email to care@maylindstrom.com, we'll send you a list of some of our team's favorites. Ooh! And any news about a getaway retreat with your potions? Yeah, there will be news. If any of you followed my year this year, I was all over the place. I did so much research and so much connecting with wonderful people this year. I have so much. I cannot wait to share an experience with all of you together. Spotify playlist, yeah, those are coming too. Lots coming. And I'm always open to your ideas. We've been together like this in community for 11 years. We are truly built by you. We continue to be built by you. Me hanging out with you is how I learn what you love. And you hanging out with me is how you learn what I love and what's coming. So let's keep doing this and we get to keep building this together. This is us. This is ours. This is ours together. We are a brand that is built by you in the most literal sense. So thank you so much again for being here with me and with us, with our team. There are 26 of us on our team from start to finish, from the sourcing of our fresh ingredients to the blending and filling of every jar in our private studio to the immaculate shipping and the tying of every ribbon and the tucking of every note. All of that happens within our walls. All of it happens with the most incredible people that I've found on the planet who've come together to make up the intentional family that is Lindstrom Skin. It's the honor of my life. I say that over and over, and I will never stop. This has been my world for a long time, and I'm 39. I started working on the idea for this in 2008. I was 25. It's been 14 years that I have spent thinking about this, breathing this, living this, building these formulas, and I've spent the last 11 years sharing them with you. I've spent the last few years remembering why we do what we do and why we do it the way that we do it, doubling down on all the things that are most important to me and to us. And I just get more clear every day. I just get more clear and more excited every day to be here sharing with you and celebrating with you. So thank you. Thank you so much again for sharing our love with those you love, for spreading our love around, mostly, specifically to yourselves. Lean in. Lean in. This is for you. Thank you for being here. I hope you treat yourself so over the top generously. That is what this is for. Go get your gift. I love you. If I missed anything, send me a message. I can't wait to talk to you soon. Thank you, everybody. Bye.